Hello everybody, I'm Master Monsters, bringing you a brand new Let's Play part. Now I was reading some of the documents, mainly on the Wild Pokemon list. I haven't really checked the changes list yet. But from what I've seen, you can actually get an Axew really early on. And the fact is, I've never used an Axew, ever. Except sometimes I've used a Haxorus and PO. Doesn't really count. So sorry that seems a little noobish to you, but I've never really used a Haxorus, and it'll be fun. It'll be exciting for me to use it for the first time ever. I like using Pokemon for the first time ever. You know? For example, this is mainly Pink was the first time I ever used a Embar and it sucked. It was the first time I ever used a Hydreigon. It was the first time I ever really used a Golurk. Not counting PO. I love Golurk. It's like one of my favorite Pokemon of all times. I just noticed there's no way to get rematches in this game, is there? Which means if you waste your money, you waste your money. There's no getting that back. Luckily, there's enough trainers. Too bad I'm getting so much pointless levels on Clown. Now, if you had a decent ager, I might actually have used them. I mean, he gets freaking Shell Smash. If I got like a Naive or Hasty or Rash, Mild, well, I'll keep that shit. Cool story, bro. Oh, you can find Alakazams in the wild. That's actually kind of awesome. They're in the winter area, or only in winter. In the snowy area, shaking double grass, 10%. Now in the game, mom comes here, gives you the bike and extra retriever and stuff. She really shouldn't attack. I mean, we already got the extra receiver. Oh, come on! Or the bike, I mean. I just want to get my first party member who's in this grass. And even then, he's actually rather rare. Stalker! How could you not come up with it? I mean, catch up with us. We're like 10 minutes away from the home. And we're stopped by like a bajillion story events. Yeah, this guy has more than a bajillion story events. I mean, yeah, it's cool that they're finally implementing good storylines in Pokemon, because the storyline in this game is actually quite good. Some people say it's amazing. It's not amazing by any stretch of the means. I mean, it's not up there with stuff like Final Fantasy VI or 4. You know, speaking of those, I like them and all, but I don't like them as much as most people do. For the fact that they make everyone just completely skip over Final Fantasy 5. I mean, like, everyone's like, Final Fantasy 4 is amazing. Final Fantasy 6 is amazing. Final Fantasy 5 always gets the draft. And the funny thing is, it's my favorite Final Fantasy game. Okay, the story is not up there with them. As in, it's much more lighthearted in those games. It's not nearly as serious. But that's the charm. It's lighthearted. And hell, yeah, she has deaths in it. I mean, who dies in Final Fantasy IV? I mean, there's that girl's mom who dies. It's not like she was a character anyway. The twins come back to life. Sorry for the spoiler, but yeah. The twins do come back to life. Galuf dies. In Final Fantasy V, he freaking dies. He doesn't come back. He doesn't pass go to collect $200. He's dead. He stays dead. You know, you can think the same. I'm pretty sure Shadow. They make Shadow seem like he dies and he comes back near the end. Final Fantasy VI. Galuf dies. He ain't coming back. Ever. I did mention the final boss in Final Fantasy IV is actually kind of lame. How he just seems to come out. If I recall correctly, he just seems to come out of nowhere. He's basically like Dark Genie in Dark Cloud 2. He comes out of nowhere. He's lame as hell. Okay, Zoegas or don't know how to pronounce that really. Zoegas. Was pretty threatened. But the fact that they really don't build up to him so much. They build up the other main villain as an antagonist when he's really not an antagonist. Sorta is, sorta isn't. Final Fantasy V main villain? He's actually pretty threatening. X-Death? Yeah. I mean, sure, he's kind of goofy looking, and the fact that he's like a giant brain tree thing. And the fact that he's a tree. But he's threatening the fact that he actually kills off some of the main characters. Yeah, Final Fantasy V actually has an alternate ending where everyone dies except for Bartz. I'm pretty sure you can have Bartz die too. So yeah, if you actually play your cards right, you can have only one character survive in Final Fantasy V. So in a way, it's one of those lighthearted and dark games. Now, the Pokemon I won was either a Poochyena or a Mankey. It was the first time I find that would have a decent nature. I mean, think of another Final Fantasy game where some of the main characters die. Aerith. Aerith is the only one I can really think of. If people die in FF8 and 9, those are the ones I've never played, barely seen any footage of. I've heard 8 was terrible, and I've heard 7 is really overrated. Okay, I should be able to hit this thing with a tackle. Um, 11? Anyone die in 11? Which one was 11? 11 was the MMO one, right? The one that everyone hates. No, actually no. People actually liked 11. 12. 12's fighting style just wasn't my style. I mean, it was good, but it just wasn't my style. Too strategic. Um, 12 or 13. Pretty sure most everyone hates 13. Same with 13 too. Her 14 was abysmal. Final Fantasy is dying. I mean, the last good one was 10. I mean, no wait, the last good one was 12. 12 was good. Wasn't my fighting style, but I could tell that was a good game. Know what I mean? Why is this Banky thing so hard to catch? 10 was okay. I mean, the story in 10 was complete shit, but the battle style was really good. Never played 9. Heard 9 was really good. No, wait. Yeah, 9 was, from what I heard, is actually really good. Heard 8 was terrible. Heard 7 was overrated. 6 is good. 6 is great. 6 is amazing. Find 5 better. 4 is great. 3 is pretty good. 2 is underrated or overlooked. 1 is iffy. I'll be honest, the only version of Final Fantasy 1 I can even get into is the Dawn of Souls version, which is kind of a failed LP project of mine. I might do more later. I'm this kind of guy, if something goes wrong and something, for example, in that case, Zilla. In that case, and the save got deleted. You know, I'm not very far in. I'll do it eventually. Ooh, got a good nature. Well, bye guys. Have a great day. And you're wondering why I was saying error to save every time. Actually, it's because I'm using the auto stop recording, which is also the